Welcome to In My Opinion. It is said that everyone is entitled to their own opinion regardless of how you or I may see or view it. Some things we will agree with and some we will outrightly disagree with. Some may spark a conversation, or God forbid, some may even spark an argument. But regardless which way the wind blows, like you, I am entitled to my opinion. My name is Tony Bogle, and agree or disagree, welcome to my opinion. Feel free to let yours be heard. Let me start by saying a heartfelt thank you to all who have decided to join me on this journey of what I like to call calling a spade a spade. Hopefully we will agree on most and respectfully disagree whenever that matter should arise. Except for Hurricane Charlie in the 50s and Hurricane Gilbert in the 80s, Jamaica has always been blessed when it comes to all the near misses from hurricanes, but sadly, with the recent passing of Hurricane Beryl, whose wrath Jamaica again avoided. A moment that should have been one of thanksgiving, somehow, such a moment is turned into one of finger-pointing and lashing comments, with the most interesting part being, most of it being aimed at the wrong people, belittling some and the calling out of others, who in reality are not responsible in any way, shape or form, for what they are being called out for. Let me break it down for you. Recently, dancehall recording artist Shenseea and her team decided to reach out to the parish from which she hails, St. Elizabeth, one of the locations that felt the wrath of Hurricane Beryl. The videos have been making their rounds on social media, so I am almost sure that most are aware of what I am talking about. Now let me make this clear out the gate. What Shenseea and her team did was commendable, and I salute them for their effort, regardless if it was out of their own pockets, or if they initiated the effort and got corporate help and took the credit. None of that matters in this situation. The fact that it was done and they did it is all that matters, and they deserve all the kudos that comes with such an effort. But in the same breath, let's not get it twisted, because Shenseea is an artist. Her passport states that. That is her occupation. That is the role she plays in society, so in reality, although what she did was commendable, let's not forget that she was not given a job to take care of or look out for the people. She was not elected to a public office. The people elected her as a dancehall artist and voted for her in such a capacity. She has never been on a ballot, so yes, she did it. And yes, it's commendable, but let's not get it twisted. That is not her responsibility or her role in society, which leads me into the issue that Shenseea's gesture has given life to. With Shenseea's moment of philanthropy and compassion going viral, the congratulations poured in, but so did the cries for Spice, Queen of the Dancehall, to advocate her throne, reason being, because she did not show up for the people when they were in need, as if she's Spice. Is Queen Elizabeth or Queen Victoria, in charge of all provinces and even the Commonwealth, subjects and indigenous people all under her care? Like, seriously. When and how did the responsibility and needs of the people of any country become the responsibility of said country's entertainers? When did the King and Queen of Dancehall get that assignment? So what is the role of the Prime Minister, Member of Parliament, Councillor, or even the area leader? Are we serious? I understand that Shaggy has raised the bar to unthinkable heights, but let's be real here and call another spade a spade. Is it Shaggy's responsibility to raise funds to upgrade the National Children's Hospital, or is it the responsibility of the Ministry of Health and the Minister of Health? Not for 1 second am I even suggesting that Shaggy shouldn't have done what he has done for years. But the reality is, it is not his responsibility. It is a matter of choice, and we all have the right to choose what we do with our resources. There is no law or rule that says entertainers must do philanthropy work, because if that is the case, are we to expect elected political representatives to start cleaning up the music industry and dropping a few conscious gems ever so often? Because it's as if we are switching the roles without warning, while using the illiteracy of the moment to assassinate characters while letting others, whose responsibility it is, off the hook. Why aren't we calling out the private sector, hoteliers, contractors, major retailers, petroleum dealers, and on goes the list, because if we are to be honest, it would be more of their responsibility than it would be any entertainer. Another point to take into consideration, Spice is from Portmore, Shenseea is from St. Elizabeth. Portmore was spared, St. Elizabeth wasn't. Shenseea is from St. Elizabeth, she is a native, and she decided to lend a hand to her roots. If Portmore was damaged and Spice made no move, then there could be an argument, even though again it would not be her responsibility. So if we are to call a spade, entertainers entertain. That is what they were elected for. Sure, they can contribute to whatever their hearts desire. But when it comes to nation, community, and other responsibilities of that nature, it is not the responsibility of any entertainer. If they do so, it's a matter of choice, never a responsibility, and therefore they should not be held accountable for jobs that we have elected and paid officials to attend to. Listen, I am not trying to belittle anyone's efforts or act as if no one has to do anything for anyone, but truth be told, entertainers like Bounty Killer and others of his ilk, who possess compassionate hearts and have a sense of what civic duty means, harsh as it may sound, but they have spoiled the Jamaican populace with their generosity, which has contributed to the vast majority, expecting the same from every entertainer, when the reality is it is simply not their responsibility. And if we are to call another spade a spade and be honest about the situation, there are countless Jamaicans who have benefited from Jamaica way more than entertainers, and are way more financially stable than most of those who are being called out for not making an effort. When the truth be told is that we are not calling out the likes of Usain Bolt, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Chris Gayle, Marlon Samuels, Leon Bailey, Asafa Powell, the Matalons, the Stewarts, and the Issas, just to name a few of the main players when it comes to money in Jamaica. What about even the Marleys? No entertainer in Jamaica has more money than them, and which other musical family have benefited from brand Jamaica like them? So why aren't they being called out, even though they are entertainers? And it's not their responsibility either. But if we are going to call out Spice, let's call out all the other notable Jamaicans who we are sure are in a way more lucrative position than both her and Shenseea, and that is without even knowing the available balance on their accounts. And with that said, I thank you for your time and encourage you to join the conversation by leaving your opinion below. Until next time, walk good and never forget that we are all entitled to our opinion.